Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Saturday, Saturn Day, May 10th, and the energies in the day adds up and reduce to number 6 vibration. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. So when it comes to the spirit guidance, we have the cosmic egg, and the cosmic egg comes out in the upright position. And I feel like the cosmic egg coming out in the upright position today is so fitting because it's in alignment for me with the day being the 10th. And with today being the 10th, the number 1 energy is amplified because the 0 is next to it. And 0 brings in potential, it brings in possibility when it comes to a thing. And the number 1 energy has to do with ideas. It has to do with new beginnings. It's masculine energy. It's action-oriented energy. With the cosmic egg coming out and aligning with that, it brings me to intention and being clear about what it is that you're nurturing, being clear about the seed that you're planting. And I feel like that has been a consistent theme to a certain extent since Thursday, where since Thursday until today, I feel like the energies coming up had a lot to do with not being so quick to jump and move on to something. And in Thursday's message, I mentioned how the energy feel as if like, it's as if it's not time yet for you to move forward because maybe you need to wait for something to be prepared for you. It's not your time yet. And when it comes to today's energy with the cosmic egg, it brings me to intention because with the energies in the day, with today being the 10th, the number 1 energy brings in a lot of ideas, a lot of great ideas. And with the 0 next to the 1, our ideas today are on steroids. And with the energies in the day adding up and reducing to a number 6 vibration, our ideas on steroids can and more than likely be inspired based on social status, based on material things, based on what our community will say, what our family will say, how something will complete us. And, you know, when it comes to this energy, for me, the way how I maneuver around this energy, I always reflect on my inspirations, the goals, or these big ideas that I see for myself. And I always reflect on the process that it takes to get to this thing, where it's like, oh, the idea of starting this new business or starting this new project or pursuing this new goal, it's exciting. And I love the excitement of starting something new. But what has helped me to not waste my energy and resources and get entangled in random things that aren't worth my energy is by reflecting on the process that it takes to get you to your goal. What is the process that it takes to get you to your goal? And is the process something you can keep going? Is it something you can maintain? Or will you destroy yourself in the process from getting to where you are to your definition of success and maintaining it because the process is out of alignment with who you are? I think of the person, the process of getting to the goal similar to the person forcing themselves to be in a friendship or a relationship or a family dynamic that is out of alignment with who they are. So in the process of you trying to achieve this ideal situation, like it's breaking you down, it's tearing you apart. And me keeping that in mind, you know, helps me to not get distracted by every little thing, get distracted by every little shiny goal that, you know, I see. And with today's energy adding up and reducing to number 6 vibration, the number 6 deals with community. There's a social aspect to the number 6 energy, and that ties in with moon at its last degrees in Libra. depending on the time that you see this, the moon might have already entered into Scorpio. With the moon at its last degrees in Libra, it's positively speaking to Jupiter in Gemini. So that brings big time social energy, but it's also squaring Pluto in Aquarius. So that's kind of contradicting in a way, in the sense that Gemini energy is social energy and Aquarius energy is also social energy. But there's a positive aspect to one aspect of social energy and a challenging aspect to another. So whenever I think of Gemini as social energy, I think of being social with the people that we're comfortable with. It could be, say, family members because, you've known them all your life, or people that you knew. It's like I think of, like, say, our middle school friends, high school friends, middle school, elementary school friends, high school friends, the people you went to church with, the people from your community, from your hometown. I think of that as Gemini energy. And with Aquarian energy, where Pluto is, I think of the Aquarian crowd. I think of those people as the people that you choose, where the Gemini crowd are the people that you didn't choose. Like, you didn't choose the people around you because you were a child and you came into the world and saw these people in your local community or hometown, saw these family members, saw these siblings and things of that nature. They are familiar. Where the Aquarian crowd, for me, are the people that you meet when you go to college. Hopefully you get to choose the college you go to. So, those are the people you meet there. It's the people you meet through work. Hopefully you get to choose the job that you take. Also too, I think of the different groups we associate ourselves with based on our interests, as tying into Aquarian energy also. So with the moon in Libra today, there's this need to associate or connect with familiar people who we are familiar with. And the ones who we're not so familiar with, or the groups we associate ourselves with, because maybe I'm into astrology, so I'm a part of this astrology group, or I'm into, giving back to a certain charitable cause. I'm associated with this group. It's like when it comes to those connections, there's challenges around those connections, dealing with today's energy. And, Pluto is there. So with Pluto being in that area of our lives, I think we're learning to be honest with ourselves when it comes to the groups we associate ourselves with because of our interests. When it comes to the charitable organizations that we partake in, or when it comes to our public image. And when I think of our public image and Pluto and Aquarius, I think of how we're being honest about the people we're associating ourselves with around our public image. But it brings me back to say how that will help us to see if we're really in alignment with our career choices. Meaning, I remember when I was so sure that, I wanted to be in the beauty industry, but yet still when it came to, those I would associate with who are also within the field, who are also within the industry, the 11th house crew, it's like the conversations and the energy was just never my vibe. It was never my vibe. And it was never my vibe because that was an indication that, me being in this industry, it's not going to be for a long time, because clearly, that wasn't my vibe. That wasn't my tribe type of energy. And with Pluto energy in Aquarius, I think of how, say, for some of us, we might realize that, okay, yes, this is an astrology group, or yes, this is a spiritual group, but there's levels to everything, and I don't resonate with, I don't fully resonate with it. And that's because we're constantly growing, we're constantly changing. When it comes to the tarot associated with today's energy, we have the Four of Wands and the reversal position. So the Four of Wands for me in the upright position brings me to build, like taking action to build something. But in the reversal position, it brings me to say holding back on that. And with the cosmic egg energy, I think of Wands energy as, being in motion, taking action, getting it done. When I think of, say, the cosmic egg coming out first, and then the Four of Wands in the reversal position, I think of how, when you're building something, and how the architect first will come in and create a plan. Or even if you're creating a garment, I think of how you will first create a pattern before you go straight to cutting the fabric and making the garment. I think of whenever I'm doing anything, I'll first be clear on the vision before I take action. When it comes to the cosmic egg and the Four of Wands energy, it brings me to big emphasis on being clear about the vision before you take action. The thought that's coming to mind is when you're dressmaking, they have this saying where you measure twice and you cut once. You measure twice and cut once to avoid mistakes. And something when it comes to today's energy brings me to the importance of being clear about intention before taking action. Today, Mercury enters into Taurus. So Mercury is the mind, and the mind, the way we communicate and where our attention is going, enters into a space where we're focused on stability, we're focused on security, we're focused on things that are familiar, we're focused on things that bring pleasure. But Mercury is a part of a T-square between Pluto in Aquarius and Mars in Leo. And I feel like when it comes to that T-square energy, I could see why when it comes to that T-square energy, say Pluto energy in Aquarius wants to transform something, where Mercury in Taurus, the mind is in a place that's focused on comfort. Because of the need for comfort, that a lot of the times we could find ourselves staying stagnant, not bringing in change, coming up with excuses to do what needs to be done. And I feel like with Mercury and Taurus, collectively, the mind goes into a place where we want to focus on comfort. And I could see how throughout the years, the need for comfort sometimes can cause us collectively to end up in situations where we give our power away. Because with Pluto and Aquarius, Pluto energy is all about power, control, and transformation. And Mercury and Taurus, that could be a conflicting energy within us that talks us out of being bold and creating the transformation. Because Mercury in Taurus, the mind is in a place that is fixed, that is stable. It's like, I don't want to make changes because why, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. And with Mercury and Taurus, to me, it can be broken, but the energy that it will take to fix it, I could see a person kind of like deluding themselves because they don't want to put the energy to fix it, even though it's clearly broken. And also to Mercury squaring Mars in Leo. Mars in Leo has courage. We're motivated by courage. We're willing to take action. And also to Mars in Leo opposed by Pluto and Aquarius, I think of, say, issues or things coming up where it feels like with Mars in Leo, it's like I'm motivated by expressing myself or creating something, or I have the courage to make something happen. But with Pluto and Aquarius opposing that, it would feel as if something about, say, our peers or the people we associate ourselves with is like something about that could be feels like it's restricting us, where it's like, it feels like it's me versus them type of energy with Mars and Leo opposing Pluto and Aquarius, and then squaring Mercury in Taurus. Mercury in Taurus, the mind is in a space where it's like, this is the way we've always done it. We've always done it this way. So why should we do things any different? And when I think of today being the 10th and the energies in the day adding up to the number 6 vibration, with the day adding up to the number 6 vibration brings me back to Moon in Libra energy, and also to Mercury entering into Taurus. The number 6 is focused on the material side of things. It's focusing on, what society has always done, how society has always done things. And that energy, there's this challenge as Mars in Leo has the courage, wants to do something new. Pluto in Aquarius is transforming things. And with the day being the 10th, we're getting all these ideas. But more than likely, our ideas could be inspired to do things the way how it's always done because it's safer that way. And I feel like with the cosmic energy coming out, the cosmic egg to me is a powerful one because it's not like just a random egg energy. When I look at the snake wrapped around it, I think of, say, planting a seed or going after something that is like, what do we call it when It's like, this is your path. This is destiny. It's like the universe supports this. When I look at the snake wrapped around the egg, where it's like, this is not just any random egg. You know, you're not planting any random seed. And, you know, when I look at this energy again, like I mentioned early in the video, it brings me back to the importance of, for me, of being clear of the path that it will take to get to where I'm trying to go. And is this path in alignment with me? Will I destroy myself in the process of getting to this path? Will I burn myself out in the process of getting to this, in the process of getting to this goal? Will it cause me to get depressed going to this goal and maintaining this goal? I feel like that will help us to get some kind of a reality check and ask, you know, to see if what it is that we're going after, is it in alignment with our truth, or are we influenced by society? Are we influenced by the world? Because this thing will complete us in some way. Let's pause for a bit. I am proud of the services that I offer and excited to tell you about them. If it would be your first time booking with me, then I recommend the natal chart and numerology awareness coaching session. For a while, that was the only service I offered, along with the 30 minutes tarot reading, which is still available if you're interested. I noticed the pattern. At the end of the natal chart and numerology coaching sessions, some of you would ask me for a follow-up service options for additional clarity and guidance to assist you with whatever you're going through at the moment. I kept saying, I'll look into it. I don't know why it took me so long. Finally, I have created that option, along with the service option to book a solar return chart reading for those of you who are strategic and like to plan ahead. Everything you need to know is within the description box below. Let's get back into the video. And the Four of Wands coming out in the reversal position brings me back to not taking action, but instead getting the blueprint together. And I feel like when it comes to today's energy, yes, today calls you to redefine success for yourself, because some things will come up that will cause some of us to feel like we're not enough, we're not doing enough, we're not doing enough. And we're thinking of how things can complete us on a material level. And we want to reflect on, have we done that before and where it has gotten us? And, you know, it's time to do something different. But today is the day to redefine success for ourselves. But as we're redefining success, we're also coming up with new ideas as far as how to move forward. Yes, today's energy will inspire us to come up with new ideas. We want to make sure that these ideas aren't influenced by the outside world or influenced by insecurity and thinking of ways how we could be accepted or ways we could complete ourselves. Instead, as the ideas come up today, you want to write them down and, like I said, reflect on the path that you will take to get to the goal. And, you know, whether it's in alignment with you or not, it's important to get clear on that today. Pleasure share this message with you. Drop me a white heart in the comment box below. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.